Good morning, friends. It's Julie, and today I'm going to explain myself from that little short video that I did a week or two ago about my new organizational thing with postcards. I sell mostly postcards on eBay and also do some in my antique shop. And I have been changing my philosophy of postcard and reselling and stuff like that. So what I did was I experimented with these products. They're from BCW, and they call them housing shoe. The box size is their shoebox size, and they call them the housing boxes. This is the shoebox. This is what they consider a shoebox. There's this little slot in the back here and the front, which would give you a divider to go down the center. And so it's originally made, theoretically, you put one shoe on each side, but seriously, they have to be really skinny shoes, so I don't know how that would really work. They use them for trading cards, sports cards, that kind of thing, so you can have 2 rows of cards. So I did some measurements, and I asked them, sent them a message, will they work with postcards? Because I liked the housing option. And they said, I don't know, but we will send you a free sample. So they did. And so I got the box, and it fit perfectly. There's Continental and Standard in here. And so they fit nicely. There's even just a tiny bit of room just in case you get a slightly oversized postcard. Once I knew that was going to work, then I ordered the housing there, with the shoe housing and the whole kit with the 6 boxes. And I wasn't sure about it because I like to just reach into my bins. Because over here, in these bins, all I have to do, is just reach in. I usually don't have the covers on, or they're really lightly on. So I just like that flip top there. And I'm very much of if you're familiar with Clutterbug, Cass, I am very much a butterfly, so I like visual, I like to see things, I like to have things really available to just drop in and pull out. So I was a little kind of concerned about the housing and how I would work with this, about having to pull the drawer out and back and forth. And one thing that the picture shows is that each of these boxes had the lids on inside the housing. So each of these boxes had the lid on inside the housing. And I knew that was not going to work for me, because I'm not going to pull something out, take the lid off, because that's just extra steps. And, we want to be efficient in our time, too. So I just opted to not put the lids on. I don't think I even undid most of the lids there either. The lids are on top there, right there. So those are... I'm considering just using them as extra cardboard. Probably we'll just use them as nice clean cardboard for mailers. And the dividers too, because that's nice clean cardboard as well. So it so far is working good. And one thing that I discovered about this is that if you already have the postcard boxes, they fit the same way. I'll show you. So here is a postcard box. You can see they have like the little cutout in there. So if you take the postcard box and put them in the drawer. Okay, this worked a lot better with 2 hands. So it will fit just fine. So if you already have the postcard boxes from this company, that will work. They do stick out just a tiny bit here, like that, but that could actually serve as a handle. The only thing is that might be of concern is because of this indentation here, the only points of support are here and then the back. So I don't know over time if they will get weaker, because that one's a little bit more effort to push in than one of these. So these slide in and out really easy. So I'm actually not having any trouble with it. And then on the top here, I have a little extra space. I just put some empty postcard boxes up here for now, just so it wouldn't fill it up with stuff. But I can easily maybe I think I'm going to store some shipping supplies up here. Like the bubble mailers, lightweight stuff like that. For the price, I think it's not a bad option because you have 6 drawers, and I average a little over 600 postcards per drawer between those behind me and with these, because I divided up. I took the total amount of my inventory, divided up by the number of drawers, and that's what I did. So the average is going to vary based on how many of those boxes versus these shoe boxes, because these are longer. So this has really helped me to do math better. And I'm guessing with these boxes, I'm going to be closer to 650, 700. Although I am putting them in sleeves and stuff, so we'll see. So, I want to get to what is it? 20,000 is my goal for inventory. And we'll see once I get there what happens. So if I was going to average 650 postcards per box for an inventory of 20,000 postcards, I would need 30.7 boxes. So let's say 31 boxes. So far I have 18 boxes. So that means I need 13 more. 13 more. So in order to have 13 more boxes, I'm going to get a couple of more of those housings. So I am going to need 2 of them. And then I'm just going to guess that 0.7 is going to be in the boxes because it's an average. And when I'm doing bigger boxes, it should make up for that. So if I get 2 more of the boxes, these shoe box housings, then that's going to be 20,000. That's the theory, if the math works. So where I'm going to put them, I have some good ideas. So actually I have 2 options. I could either buy 2 more of those housings, and then the goal would be to clean up this junk because I have like stuff that's hanging on from different things, and then put them in, to put 1 each on the bottom of my shelves because I think that they barely fit, but I think I might have to do a tryout first, take my shoebox housing and see if it fits before I would order that. The other option is to get another one of these white shelves from Target, which works really good with these bins. So if I used 4 shelves times 3, that's 12. So I would only need 1 of these shelves, because on the bottom I would probably not want to put postcards on just because of the reaching down, and it's just not as convenient. So actually just 1 of these shelves, if I could fit 1 more in, would work too. So those are my 2 options. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do it soon because I think within the next month I'm going to hit that sticking spot where I need some more room, but then I have to invest in something bigger. So that is the thing. So what do you think? What would you do? Would you get a couple more of those housings, and then what I would do is put them on there? Otherwise, I could put them on the shelf. I could clean this off, put 1 there, and I could put 1 on the bottom. I don't really like the thought of putting it on the bottom though. So that was 1 option. And I really want to keep them right here behind me. So it's because then I can just easily reach, especially if I'm having a flare day, autoimmune issues. Why don't you let me know below, what would you do? Would you get just another shelf and do another one of these? Or would you get the housing and put it on the shelf? Now, one of the things that I have to realize is that putting 1 of 6 boxes of postcard on a bottom shelf of this thing might not be the best option. So there is that. And I'd have to look at the same capacity for the middle shelf too. I'd have to look that up. But I had another thought this last weekend. Is I really am not enjoying the ephemera that I have to take a picture of and store it somewhere else. It's just a lot more effort when I could just go and I could have a postcard here, and maybe this postcard is worth as much or more as that menu or whatever it is, and it's easy to fit into my boxes, and it is easy to ship. I already know things. It just keeps it simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not sell any kind of ephemera that can't be run through my scanner, and it does not fit in these boxes. I know. So what I can do is some photographs, some little advertising, things like that, some ink blotters, and I do have some really nice stuff that can't go through the scanner. I've got a whole bunch of travel information from the 60s and 70s from foreign countries like China, Japan, Philippines, all kinds of really good collectible ephemera. But this just takes so stinking long to list compared to postcards. I have some good postcards that don't want to go through my scanner, like this one, because it's embossed and the scanner doesn't, even though it's got double feed on, it doesn't want to feed that one for some reason. Here's another one I don't want to put through the scanner because I'm afraid I might ruin it, but it's this really cool one, and it's an add-on. Somebody put on a photo. Maybe this one I would actually do a photo, but that's going to be the rare exception. Otherwise, I'm just going to put it in my booth. I'm advertising my postcards that are between $1 and $5, so this would be $5. Let me know what you think. What would you price this at? It's an undivided back. It's the Blenheim Hotel in Atlantic City. I do have a bunch of ephemera listed them, and I don't know if I'm going to take them down because I already did the work in listing them. But the ephemera that doesn't fit, that hasn't been scanned or photographed yet, I think I'm either going to put it in my booth or I'm going to put them up at online auction. I'm going to do it on eBay. I know that people are talking about Whatnot, and I know if I did Whatnot, I could probably do better. But the thing is that I don't have the capacity to learn and do something else right now. Oh, another thing is I've got these wonderful, a whole bunch of these too. I got piles of them that I never really listed because they're a pain in the butt to list. So this requires getting, put it on a backdrop, taking photos, adjusting the photos, and then listing it. And this, stick it in the scanner, is done in seconds. And it's already uploaded to my computer. I guess I'm getting spoiled by these, by postcards and my scanner. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you are interested in something, let me know. Maybe we can do a deal or something. I have tons of ephemera, and I just want to move it out and make room for what I really want to focus on. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been changing how I do my inventory. You've probably seen this before where I did the little packets and then I did the tabs, and now I'm doing it individually. I've got all three going on. They all work together. I'm not going to be redoing them, but I'm going to do a review coming up and what I like about each of them and don't like. So let me know what your inventory stuff is so I can speak to that as well. Business kind of just evolves as you go, as it grows, as you find out what you like. So let me know what you sell and what you like and what's working for you and not. So thank you so much for watching. Have a joyful day. Goodbye.